those money are lazy money. At gustong-gusto yun ng bangko. Kasi sila ang gagamit ng pera mo para ipautang sa iba. We'll just need to know where the bank invests their money and let's put our money there. The general partners doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna put in more money. It can be someone who finds the deal. They don't have money to put in ng ganung kalaki. General partners can be someone who knows how to manage the facility. Bitcoin is very volatile, pero ang kanyang incremental value is just like a spike. Tapos kinombine siya ng solid asset. I was like, wow. I will be talking about the deal analysis. So previously we discussed about how to underwrite, di ba? Yung underwriting natin, kailangan nating malaman yung number of units, how much ang per unit, how much ang vacancy. I just came across this particular topic about the financing and money on a real estate multifamily deal. Plus, how can you invest not thinking about money right away? Kasi majority of the time when we were talking about investing, we always think about money first before the idea of how can we invest. Kasi it's really true naman that investing entails money, right? Parang ang hirap naman na pag-isip ka ng, I wanna invest, but you don't have money in place. But Uncle, when he discuss about investing all the time, he'll gonna say, idea is more important than anything. Diba? Before you come up with, of course, yung result nun will be money. Sabi nga niya, para yung which one is first, the chicken or the egg? We're gonna say, oh, it's the egg. But yeah, but the egg becomes the chicken and the chicken lays the egg. So, so similarly, parang ganun din. When you think about getting this kind of idea, of course, meron kang something na goal, kaya ka nagkakaroon ng ganong klaseng idea. So, in business, well, I'm just studying about the business coaches ngayon kasi sa sessions namin sa club. Most importantly is that kind of idea. Paano nag-raise up yung idea na, oh, I really want to study about the investment side. And then, especially real estate, it's like, why real estate then? Why not different type of investments? Like, marami naman sa gold, investment sa mga cryptocurrency. Right? This is very interesting right now because we are being educated in the club, sa real estate club with Grant. Kaya sabi ko, kung talagang kayong dalawa are gonna go deeply into the real estate investing, madamot ako if I will not show you how para maging part ng grupo na yon. But do it little by little. Kasi malaki din ang investments doon. They're giving us such a great insights right now, especially sa mga club calls namin, where the real estate is the solid or fixed component of the investment. Siya yung solid asset, but they are trying to acquire it with a combination of cash or money plus cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin ang ginagamit nila ngayon. Bitcoin is very volatile. Tapos kinombine siya ng solid asset. I was like, wow. Kung napakaganda na ng real estate foundations in multifamily investing, which is, we know for sure that it will gonna go up in value, di ba? Over a period of time. And then meron siyang component na very liquid, which is, ito na sinasabi nila ngayong the way of the future. This volatility, pero ang kanyang incremental value is just like a spike. Sa graph, you're gonna see real estate is going slowly in a longer period of time. Ang Bitcoin kasi is just like that, shorter period of time. So a component of liquidity inside a very solid asset. Well, I'm just sharing this to you kasi kayo yung next generations who are gonna see more of this. Kaya ngayon pa lang, I think I remember the last time that I mentioned about dun pa sa course. Remember? I told you about it. Until now, I am still negotiating on something for them. Kasi sabi ko, if we were gonna get it, we might as well get it as a group. And I just really want to get a better pricing for it. Kasi initially, that course, I bought it for a big price already. Kaya sabi ko nga, as much as possible, if I can just get parang group to access the account. But they said, no, you cannot give it to anyone else. Hindi daw sila makakapag-provide nun with, like, okay, parang ibibigay nila yon for just, kasi it's a lifetime access.
Oh.
A lifetime access to the course. It's really good. It's in-depth. And it's all about the multifamily. Kaya they called it the fundamentals. It was part of the club. I bought it for $25,000. That's the course na kasama yung ano na yun. But this one, I was like, that's just that particular piece. Kasi yung other pieces, you don't need it. But that particular piece, ang maganda kasi noon, may access kayo. Any given time, you can access and log in. But they are not giving it to me ng less than $1,000 US. I was like, that's $1,350 here. I was like, can you just give it as a bulk? Like, parang marami kami and then you're gonna give it as a certain price lower than 1,000. But yeah, well, we're gonna be like 13 or 14 in the group, so I need 13 access. Kaya nine-negotiate ko yung price with them. So I hope I can get that for a discount. But that's mind opener. Very detailed course na you're gonna love going back. I already read it for almost 3 times now and going back on it again. Kaya ang sarap kasi you know how refreshing yung parang the more you get in love to it and then yung idea na you're gonna yung creative mind mo gonna be okay, but this course was recorded I believe more than I think kung hindi ako nagkakamali it's almost 10 years ago. That course. But that's the same course. Like, kasi fundamental siya. Like, kahit mag-change a little bit, but that fundamentals will never change. So that's the thing. Very particular on that one. Kaya, nung bin-broadcast ng last call, I'm just sharing you the last, they're like, you were telling on the fundamentals that Bitcoin is not something that we have to consider, but now you are talking about Bitcoin. Sabi niya, yes, but I'm saying it's the combination of the two assets, like a very solid real estate and a volatile Bitcoin that would give you massive liquidity while waiting for the property to go up in value, which is true.
Yeah.
Right? Because that volatility, kasi it's not liquid. Real estate, especially multifamily, that is not liquid asset.
No.
You cannot convert it na kapareho ng single family na ayoko na dito sa bahay ko, bibenta ko. And then you have your money, right? Hindi ganon yung multifamily. It's a very solid that goes up in value over a period of time. So may kanya-kanya siyang mechanics. And then the combination of the Bitcoin, kasi sabi niya, Bitcoin alone, sabi niya, no, big no. But kapag kasama siya sa component ng real estate, the thing is, he is the only investor, the only billionaire who will gonna combine the two.
Wow.
He's so smart. He is crazy smart. And I was, wow, that is a big wow for me.
So you're talking about Grant Cardone on this one?
Huh?
We're talking about, like, who's this billionaire? Is it
Cardone.
Oh.
Yeah. He is the only one. And actually, I know he already started 3 months ago. In 3 months' time, his Bitcoin already made 30%. Ang asset where he put that in was the one in Florida, and his portfolio there, he bought it at a very, if I am not mistaken, he bought it at the price lower than the first investor bought it. So meaning the first investor make money on the rental but didn't make money when he sells it. Kasi marami siyang portfolio that he needs to let go. And that was one of it. Kaya nakuha niya at a very good price. So, ang terminology ni Uncle Don is he steals it. Nakakatuwa siya magturo. He's a very good teacher. Kaya, we'll see. Hopefully, even before the end of August weekend. Kasi what my coach was telling me about is you have to go deep, Mel. Meron ka ng mga investors and meron ng mga nagtatanong. Merong mga hindi makasama sa atin dito but they are sometimes on my one-on-ones. Merong small group na parang cell group lang kami. I was like, yeah, we can actually do this by just getting into that course where everybody will have the same mindset and at the same time, kakaroon ka ng mindset to become a general partner. So on the deal that we will be all together sa Jefferson, dalawa lang kami ni Tita Berna mo na general partners doon. So the general partners doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna put in more money. No. The general partner can be someone who finds the deal, pero they don't have money to put in ng ganung kalaki like other limited partners. General partners can be someone who knows how to manage the facility. So let's say we have one property management na, okay, merong portfolio dito that my client would want to let go. I want to partner you on that deal. You know how it is? So property management company, and then they're gonna talk to you like that na, okay, I'll be part of this. So kahit hindi siya mag-invest ng malaking amount of money or capital on the deal, they can be considered general partners. So yan ang mindset ng general partners. Kasi limited partners, just like what you will be stepping into on Jefferson, you'll be like, here's my money, that will grow over time. Wala kang anything na kailangang malaman kasi the operations is already taken care of. You don't really have to worry about dun sa ins and outs nung property. So just simple investment. That is actually one of the smartest way to invest. Like you have a networking team or network or a team na who's already doing it and then you jump in. Very smart way of investing. Kasi alam mo who are you with and yung bang sense ng I'm good here. Andun agad. Hindi kayong tipong kinakabahan ka, ano kaya mangyayari sa amin dito? Yun yung gusto sana namin gawin ni Orly sa US. It's just that nagkaroon tayo ng opportunity dito. At that moment, when we went to the US last year, July, that's when our minds were opened. So, dito na lang tayo mag-invest kasi yun ang encouragement sa amin ni Uncle. Sabi niya, there's a lot of opportunities in the US. You don't really have to look for your own deal. You can just join me. So, pwede talaga yun. And majority of the members of the club invested in him. So you're in that pocket or in that group of investors that has an experience, hindi lang isang taon, but many years of experience. And they just growing together. Ang sarap ng ganong club. But pagdating nga dito, and then we found this property in Jefferson, so I was like, oh, meron tayong sarili. Let's go, dito na lang tayo. Local. Which is really good too. Kasi when we talk to them, kasi we reported everything back to them. I was like, may nakita kami sa amin. Sabi niya, that's also one of a good criteria too. Kasi local ka. You know the property and it's cash flowing. So, ayun, that's the history of it. But I mean, having a team that you know and you're gonna put your money in, that's the smartest. Yun ang sinasabi ni Uncle. The smartest way. Kasi nga daw, kahit wala kang alam, you just put it there and then that money will work for you. It's like, that's so true. That's so true. Without any education, basta nakita mo, oh, naandun yung trusted persons mo and then they had distributions and it's like, very good. And then the next one is yun nga, sabi niya, you have to find someone like a mentor that will guide you through Dahil yung experience nila, especially the ups and downs, na-tailored na nila. So they're gonna go walk you through na, okay, wag ka na dyan, dito na tayo. Straightforward yung success mo. Yung step mo ba, hindi parang may pataas, may pababa. Kasi meron ka ng mentor who already goes with the ups and downs. So they're like, dito tayo, have to go. There's no way but up, which is so true too sa businesses. It's amazing. Kaya your network will be determined by your network. Diba? Kasi you will be a product of the people you associate with. And that's what the group of Uncle G has right now. One of our guests nung last time was saying, sabi niya, I never had anyone that I attended to kasi very very passionate siya to learning. And he said, never had attended anyone who gives a computation as clear as you. That's so true. Kasi accountant si Grant. Pag naggawa siya ng numbers, napakasimpleng intindihin. So, like the simple accounting of underwriting too. The number one rule here is for sure, alam ng marami yan sa atin na naka-attend na dito. That the underwriting is one of the key para maintindihan mo yung specific property. So number of doors, the vacancy rates, the rent, those are the computation, the underwriting calculator. That's where it is. And of course, pag pinag-usapan ng cap rate, hindi naman natin na-determine ang cap rate by ourselves. But ang isang key for cap rates na ay pwede nating maging standard is once you see that the property is newer, their cap rate is just about 3 or 4%. Ganyan ang newer property king. You will not worry about the maintenance part pagkagaling ng mga property. The one that we are trying to acquire in Edmonton, still waiting. Dami nilang kailangang i-updates doon sa kanilang documents. Their cap rate is 3%, 3 point something. So sometimes when you see that kind of cap rate and then you're gonna see how much interest it would cost you to borrow money. Parang, teka muna, will I borrow money for me to get this kind of cap rate? Parang masyadong malayo. But bottom line is, isang factor lang ang interest. Appreciation of value is the next big thing. And yung tax break mo is another thing too. So there's a lot to consider. It's not just the money, the interest of the money you borrowed. You have to look at, aside from cap rate, ano yung increment ng valuation ng property over a period of time. Kasi dun ka magkakaroon ng, in 10 years, refinance mo yung building, you're gonna get your infinite return on that specific property. Kasi you can take your money out and then it will gonna perform on its own, pay on its own, without you worrying about putting some money or without you worrying na hindi niya kayang suportahan kasi at the end of the day, the bank will only allow you at the most is 30%, 70-30, like ratio pagdating sa loan to value. Kaya ano yan, very conservative computation, especially in Canada. Sa nakita naming performance sa US, kaya sila ganon kataas magbigay ng cash distribution every single month is because they never paid off principal. They only pay interest, which is really cool. Tayo dito, it's a big question mark for us na, di hindi mababayaran ng principal. Yes, that's so true. Because they have no plan to pay the principal.
Parang utang lang.
Yes, they have no plan to pay the principal, then that's how they make more money. Because that principal, after 10 years, dadagdagan pa nila, right? Why would you pay principal? Tayo, on the reverse side, ang mga Pilipino especially, ayaw natin na may utang kaya bayad tayo ng bayad ng principal, no? Our community has a lot of stagnant money, stagnant wealth, and ang tawag ni Sino may tawag nun? I think si Robert Kiyosaki ang nagsabi ng those money are lazy money. Lazy money walang ginagawa. At gustong-gusto yun ng bangko. Kasi sila ang gagamit ng pera mo para ipautang sa iba. Right? So, we'll just need to know where the bank invest their money and let's put our money there. So, that's that. Kaya, yung natututunan natin dito na underwriting na yan, do it over and over and over and over again. That simple rule, kahit sa bangko napatunayan ko na yan eh. When we had Jefferson and we underwrite it based on the calculator that we got with Grant, and then the bank underwritten it based on their calculations dun sa financial calculators nila, na hindi mo basta, it's probably about, I would say, more than 10 pages sa bank. More than 10 pages, like limited lahat, pati may mga points and DCS, the CR, those kind of stuff. And then the mortgages and blah, blah, blah. Tawag nito, expenses. And then we arrive at the same number. So it's like not really the same, but I mean, it's a very close number ng underwriting. So, yes, that's it. Ang important nun, ang pinaka-important peace of mind mo doon is, you know that you're gonna get the same underwriting that as the bank based on their financial calculators. Diba? Nakakatuwa. Kaya this time, we're actually working on a projected financial statements of this portfolio that we had in Jefferson in preparation to acquisition. Then the bank is asking, what is the financials of the property that you are buying? So here comes again another underwriting, which is I'm so excited about. Pagka numbers, ang parang music yan sa akin. So kung si Noah is to notes, Mel is to numbers. Pagka numbers, I was like, okay, sige. So now I'm just waiting for the updated rent rolls nung next acquisition. I'm so happy na makakasama tayo doon. Ang daming may interest to be part of it. And I was like, well, hindi naman tayo kasing dami ng Bombay na thousands sila in one asset, Romel. Like there are thousands of them to acquire one asset. Ganun sila ka-solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes talagang mapapaisip ka eh, saan kaya tayong mga Pilipino magiging solid? Sa Magyaro tayong.
Within 5 years, it'll be big.
So, was like, yes, magkakaroon tayo ng solidity once everything is proven to be working in the right direction. So, and hopefully yung ating mga, sabi ko nga, sana yung mga younger generations, ma-open ang mind nila. Maraming Pilipino karoon ng idea that this is not only for the rich people. Investing is not only for the rich. Kahit tayo ay nagsisimula pa lang, yung simple understanding ng concept na to, makakagawa tayo ng paraan. It's just something like this. Sabi nga ni Orly nung isang araw, sabi niya, ang simple lang ng idea nito eh. 10 kayo, kailangan mo ng 1,000,000. 10 kayo, ting magkakano kayo? Ting 100,000. Diba? Ganun lang ang simpleng idea nun. O kailangan mo ng 10,000,000. Dadagdagan mo lang ng 0. So, kailangan 100 kayo para tig 100,000 pa rin. Or 10 pa rin kayo pero 1 million na kayo, di ba? Tigwo 1 million kayo. So it's just a matter of that. Napakasimple nga naman i-compute, di ba? So yun yung idea ng paano tayo magsasama-sama, paano tayo magkakaroon ng ganong klaseng contributions to come up with the funds that needs to be raised. Kaya ang galing ng tawag nito, yung sinasabi nilang syndication process. But I just found out recently that not many banks are open to this. Yeah, not all banks are open to this. Pero they are trying to accommodate the way the lawyer will gonna structure a particular a group of people who would want to do so. Kasi business pa rin nila yan. Ang mga bangko, hindi nila pwedeng pakawalan ng malalaking negosyo. They're gonna find ways for sure. And the beauty of this is when you got a deal, sabi nga ni Uncle, deal, and deals. When you find a deal, everything else will follow. Para daw nakakita ka ng, let's say, he has, ang car ni Uncle kasi is, meron siyang Hummer. Okay, I have a Hummer. Until tonight, I'm gonna sell it for $5,000. Sino dito ang walang $5,000? Everybody will gonna get $5,000 kasi they wanna buy that car. Because you cannot get a Hummer for $5,000, diba? That's actually how it is. When people, once there is a deal, everybody will gonna find something or do something to come up with what is required. Kaya that's where we are heading in our next acquisition. Ako excited ako doon, and I'm so happy na quietly we are working on it, and with God's help, sana po Lord, sana matupad ngayong taong to.
Sabi niyo mag-i-email yung lawyer.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Mag-i-email si lawyer to acknowledge yung inyong parang yung units that you are acquiring. Wala pa kayo natatanggap. Wala pa. Okay. Actually kami, natanggap lang namin yung notice yesterday. So, meron kaming notice na sinasabing this is ang tawag niya is offer notice, meaning I am releasing 300 units of my interest of ownership to partners, existing partners, kasi that's what's in the agreement. Bago siya lumabas, kakailanganin mo nang i-notify ang lahat ng existing owners if any one of them will be interested. So now, dahil we've been talking about this since 2 months ago, and I know for a fact that no one in the existing group will gonna take something or sila yung mag-acquire. Maybe siguro baka may manalo sa loto sa aming lahat. But anyways, that is the direction. So after that, pero I know magkakaroon siya ng initial contact sa inyong mga magiging new partners. So something to look at. And they were also proposing to have a meeting with everybody. Like tayong lahat kasama kayo na magiging new investors. Para kasi yung initial agreement that will be replaced by another agreement including you. So merong one form na kailangang pirmahan nating lahat in front of the lawyer. So that's how it will be handled. And it would take, sabi niya, It won't happen July. It won't. It will happen August.
Okay.
Mm-mm. So yun ang ano natin dun sa Jefferson. But yeah, pag-pray natin yung continuous growth, and so continuous growth ng ating investment, continuous business. I'm so glad that we are discussing more of this often.